The curtain of the love story is about to rise, and you won't believe the unexpected twists and turns that lie ahead. But that woman shamelessly said she had returned the stolen content. The bookmark fell at Yuzu's feet as she spoke. Shaimo quickly explained it was a misunderstanding, and he just wanted to say something. But facing Yuzu's tears, words were pointless. The woman aimed to undermine her happiness, disliking her blissful look despite being bought. Looking at the torn bookmark, Shaimo felt a wave of guilt, but had no idea how to talk to Yuzu. What surprised him was Yuzu's indifference until his sister helped him realize the chrysanthemum symbol of unwavering love. It was meant for someone very special. Shaimo finally got it, see Yuzu's heart was just as shattered as the bookmark. And the cause of all this? Himself. He couldn't just sit around doing nothing. He had to do something to mend Yuzu's broken heart. He stayed in the room until evening. When Yuzu finally pushed the door open, she found him snoozing at the table, with the half-made bookmark sprawled up before. The real issue was their lack of communication. If she had told him she lost it, Yuzu would feel better, avoiding blocking him repeatedly. Yuzu thought she had done something wrong, and her endless worries were driven by all sorts of wild thoughts. After the bookmark incident, their feelings quickly heated up and became even stronger. Just as they were lost in their feelings, they were interrupted by the male lead's little brothers asking for lessons. Once you start, you can't stop. Naturally, the male lead agreed. Unexpectedly, Mo emerged, turning his home into a tutoring center. The male lead's identity changed from young master to teacher. Child-loving Zayu prepared the table while quietly watching her husband do housework. His face lit up with joy. Before he knew it, more people came to learn, and his gentle, patient teaching style became a hit. Hearing the kids' kind words made him shy. Seeing so many children adore him made Zayu's heart flutter as his wife. They were shocked Lin dared to come. Startled, they jumped. Zayu instinctively protected her husband, but Lin said. She brought treats and dragged Zayu to the kitchen. Under the woman's direction, Zayu stood east. Seizing the chance, Zayu asked Lin if she liked the male lead. Lin replied, I like you too. When I teased you with the bookmark, you not only didn't cry but tore it apart in front of me. Your eyes seemed to say, my trust and love for her won't waver or be tainted by this. At that moment, I knew you weren't ordinary. And so they reconciled. Time flew, and soon it was New Year's Eve. The male lead was rejuvenated, helping with chores till he fell asleep from exhaustion. Thankfully, Zayu stepped up, using her legs as a pillow for the male lead. Love was palpable through the screen. Suddenly, the male lead woke up, drawn in by Zayu singing from outside. Fearing she'd catch a cold, he held her close. The blush on the girl's cheeks deepened as steamy. Zayu said to the male lead, today I turned 15. Now I can forever be Mrs. Tan. That's right, it's Zayu's birthday. So can I be your wife now? To this, he replied, not. The male lead felt he didn't deserve her with his disabled right hand and seemingly useless life. He thought he was just a burden. But he wanted to change, to pursue happiness, actively to go back to school. He aimed to improve himself, find a job where he could excel, and commit to her. Hence, he wasn't ready for marriage yet. But Zayu felt content by his side. Your daily gentleness makes me happy. Class, seeing you enjoy my cooking makes me happy. You napping on my lap? Even better. This whole year, I've never felt so fulfilled. Just staying by your side makes me incredibly happy. And it's like this every day. That's why I want to be with you, because you make it easy, very easy. You're so chill, seriously. You're incredible. You're incredibly relaxed. All because the male lead's family has a notorious reputation. No classmates wanted to associate with him. Then came gym class, which was probably fun for others, but a nightmare. It was a real sticky situation. With one hand, he couldn't dress quickly. An accident was looming. Due to the male lead's tardiness, the class ran laps for a whole class. Resentment grew by lunch. The male lead ate alone in the classroom. Opening his bento, he saw a heartfelt meal from Zayu, contrasting others' indifference. In that moment, he couldn't hold back his emotions any longer, and tears spilled forth, which Whitebird happened to witness. Both Whitebird and the male lead were new, but their experiences differed greatly. Whitebird's twin sister was a famous singer, a household name. Riding on his sister's coattails, Whitebird was quite popular at school, possibly explaining his interest in the male lead. So in our class, he sat with the male lead and couldn't help chuckling at his drawings despite his training. His bizarre remark about counting clouds was hilarious. Believing Whitebird was skilled, they fought fiercely after seeing his sister's pot-bellied dragon sketch. The teacher couldn't ignore the mess, so assigned mutual portrait tasks, and Whitebird visited the male lead's house. Upon seeing Whitebird's arrival, Zayu was unusually excited. Seeing this adorable girl, Whitebird saw an opportunity to shine. Whitebird praised her endlessly. Talking about Zayu's merits, the male lead rambled on, then excused himself for tea, embarrassed. In the kitchen, Zayu asked how school was going. To ease her worries, he filled his mouth with lies. As time passed, they finally finished the artworks, and indeed, both were equally bad. Although they were poorly drawn, Whitebird thought they were delightful because everyone in the pictures was smiling. But was it right to win his smile with lies? The male lead preferred lying to see Zayu smile. Just when the male lead thought that honesty would be best, Whitebird chimed in, let's turn those lies into But then again, Yu's smile is too precious, and the male lead thought keeping her from being sad, even by lying, didn't really count as lying.